According to historians, Tennessee was actually the second largest theater for the Civil War. And even though it hosted one of the most studied battles in U.S. history, more details continue to emerge about those who fought.
And News Channel 5's Claire Kopsky takes us to the grounds outside of STEM Prep Academy, where this week a new historical marker was added to honor Black soldiers.
More than 150 years ago, this field was a battlefield. It was the second Battle of Nashville and the first battle in the war that saw Black soldiers.
And this one is significant because you have African Americans actively bearing arms to fight for the federal side. For many of them, it was their first time having people actually shoot at them. So a lot of them were really not seasoned soldiers at the time, although they had been trained. This was their first real time in battle.
It's a fact that for decades went undiscussed and uncelebrated.
While I was in grad school, we were taught that 620,000 people died during the Civil War. 2 years ago, that number has been elevated rather, to about 800,000. But in the city that has a gazillion Civil War markers, you know, how many of them are African Americans that talk about the role African Americans played? Maybe 2 amongst all of these that we have.
But that count changed on Thursday when a new Civil Wars Trail sign was unveiled.
It shows that the story is not only important to me, but it's important to our community, that the full history story is told, and that African Americans contributed to the great nation in serving the military.
Gary Burke's great-great-grandfather fought on this battlefield on December 15, 1864. Because of the lack of literacy, he didn't learn it from a journal. Instead, through paperwork after his father died.
He had a series of documents from the War Department, and on the back of one of those documents, it said my great-great-grandmother was receiving pension from the Civil War. So that's how I knew I had a direct descendantship to a soldier of the Civil War.
An unveiling of family history that made Thursday's sign unveiling even more powerful.
Folks can give their various reasons why they fought, and we can have a debate over that. But for the Black soldiers, it was freedom from day one.
A freedom that will never be taken for granted.
It's good to know that the next generation learns a little bit about local history, that it's our history together, that it's not Black history, it's American history.
In Nashville, Claire Kopsky, News Channel 5.